Thank you, Chairperson, and very good afternoon to all of you. At the outset, I would like to thank Oncology Club once again. And this presentation is an awakening call for all the centers in this part of the world to know about the potentials of radiation oncology information system and move over from their paper-based workflow to an electronic workflow. Uh, People will be surprised to know that radiotherapy clinics in SARC region, nearly 99.8% of the centers, they work on paper-based workflow. Hardly you will find a few centers, one or two centers, those who are following electronic workflow. So they are using the radiation oncology information systems like ARIA and Mosaic in the following way. That is, an approved treatment plan is imported either manually or automatically, and then the plan is scheduled for the prescribed treatment fractions. Imaging sessions are chosen according to the IGRT protocol chosen, and then patient arrives on a particular day for the treatment fraction. The treatment is imaging is performed, patient is adjusted, and the treatment is delivered in the R&V mode. This is the way that we are using record and verify system in this part of the world. So if you look at it, there's no much difference between the way we are using this system as compared to the way we were using this system when these systems were first introduced in the 1980s, record and verification system only for record and verification. We just do not know the real power of this radiation oncology information system, and we have to the time has come for us to know its real potentials. Then we were checking these parameters, and now also we are just checking these parameters, nothing more. However, we have to know that radiation oncology information system is just not meant only for record and verification. It can do much more. Most importantly, it can replace, completely eliminate your RT chart. It can capture every instance of patient's visit and every footfall of the patient within the department in different areas. It can initiate investigations, and it can also record the daily vitals of the patient, incorporate intelligent forms into the workflow, and every information about the previous and current RT courses. These are just examples. All these things will be available, and making it necessary for no paperwork in your workflow. Thus, it will make the complex workflow into a very error-free workflow in the department. Data mining is possible. As of now, lot of very valuable data are going down the drain without being caught up, but then we will be able to mine important information, manage, not only that we can manage the patients, but also additionally we can manage the staff, we can manage the facility, we can manage the resources, and we can enforce compliance from the staff. And overall, it will lead to an improved patient experience. We will be able to integrate this information system with the hospital information system. If you have got multiple centers under your banner, you will be able to interconnect centers, and most importantly, it can ensure patient safety, and we will be able to deliver safer radiotherapy. The anatomy of the RT chart, first coming to the point that how we can eliminate the RT chart. What is the anatomy of the RT chart is explained in the WAPM TG40 report. What should be the contents in the RT chart? And as recently as 2019, Astro came out with the second edition of this safety is no accident. And here, what they say is that the clinical team should make use of EHR technology to enhance patient care coordination. So, lot of emphasis is given on how to go EHR way, electronic health record. So, this is how almost all of us we are working. We are having a paper-based chart, RT chart, and at any point of time in the clinics, you will have 50 or 100, depending on the number of patients on the on the table. And then we just pile up a lot of data, a lot of files every year. We just keep on building the paper works. So it's high time we changed over to electronic charts and tap the potentials of a radiation oncology information system. So If you look into the radiation oncology information systems, just like the paper chart has got different folders, you can have here also different folders. And like for example, the documents, you can have multiple subfolders within a single folder, and you can go on to build the folders in the way you want. Whatever that you want to include into the art chart, you will be able to build up according to your wish and will, and thus making it RT chart omnipresent now. What I mean by omnipresent, it will be available in any floor to anyone, whether it is RTT or whether it is physicist or whether it is oncologist. Everywhere it will be present. There's no need for you to chase behind the physical RT chart. It is right available on your desktop. And into that, you can bring the documents either in the hard format like scanning, or better, if you are able to get it in the soft format, so that you will be able to use the data that are available in these documents and make your forms speak, in the sense that in our paper-based workflow, we develop forms like this for simulator. So you can incorporate these forms into the electronic workflow, and this will ensure not only that there is a flawless workflow, but also it enables data capturing. Like this simulator form, physical form, can be replaced like this electronic. You can build radio buttons or check boxes or drop down menu, whatever way you want. Everything can be built into this electronic form. And good thing is that at the end of the day, all these data are available for you to do the analysis. Data mining, continuing on that, many times you want to know about the patients that are being treated, that were treated in your clinic or that are on treatment on your clinic. Questions like, how many did you treat today? Easy. But how many did you treat last week, or this month, or this year, or last year? It's going to be difficult if you are on the paper-based workflow, and the things become difficult if you ask by machine, by energy, by consultant, by technique. Then all these things in the paper-based workflow becomes very difficult to analyze. How many are there, the patients, number of patients that are going to start treatment today? How many simulations are we doing it today? How many will be completing the treatment course, the patients, how many patients will be completing the treatment course in a particular day, in a particular week? Everything you can know in just a matter of few clicks. Not only that patients you will be able to manage, but also in addition to the patients, you will be able to manage the staff, facilities, and resources. Anything you want to know, you can get it from the radiation oncology information system. For example, like non-availability of the consultants or of the physicists or of the technologists, you will be able to incorporate into this. Availability of facilities, like you have got a conference room that are shared between multiple departments. So you can put it into the system, and everything becomes manageable using this ROIS. Using statistics of backlog cushions, for example, or thermoplastic marks, how many times you have used a particular cushion, so that you will know that after how many use the cushion becomes problem, or the cushion becomes unusable, or thermoplastic marks, how many you have used in your clinic. Anything that you want to information, you will be able to use this ROIS to fetch the data. And everything is available in a matter of few clicks. So how do you do it? This is how you do it, depending on the information that you want. So all that you have to do is in the activity, you just put, like you can see here, the different color codes for new start, green color, end of treatment, red color, violet color, that is for VMAT treatment. Different treatments, different color, patients on hold, patients who did not turn up, everything on a different color, different activity, you will be able to fetch the data. What kind of data? Like here, this report which was run for 4 years period, you can see backlog 1. We had the three different types of backlogs. So here you can see backlog 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of a particular model, how many times they were used in this 4 years period. Or review, patient review clinics, how many we did in the 4-year period, 3,000 some odd. Blood bags, how many blood bags were irradiated? Sorbo, how many? And errors, we developed a method for catching the errors also, like this fear of energy check problem. Interestingly, this table clutch fault, it came 45 times. Because of this particular method of catching the error, we were able to convince uh, the elector people to change the cabling inside the clutch. They sent the people from China, persons who came and changed the cables inside the one. So similarly, downtime due to hexapod, different backlogs from different manufacturers, how many simulations, pre-DCRT delivery, end of VMAT treatments, how many VMAT deliveries, everything you are able to get it in a matter of few clicks. And at the first appointment of a patient in the OPD, a clinical care path is added, and all the steps in the care path, right from immobilization to first treatment, the sequential tasks are assigned to individual persons, and everybody, after completing, will have to complete that task electronically. Through that, on your desktop, everybody can know that what is the current status of the patient work. So it replaces your whiteboard. So this is how you get the data of the patient status, what is the stage at which the patient's workflow is staging. So that makes that efficient workflow. Overall, it helps to improve the patient experience within the hospital. Not only that, when the patient arrives in the hospital, they don't have to go behind people to tell that they have arrived. All that they have to do is to just scan their barcode, and once they do it, everybody will know, be it consultants, physicists, or technologists, everybody will know that the patient has arrived. And treatment time of completion is automatically captured, so you will be able to know that how much time the patient has spent in the hospital, and then outliers can be identified and then rectified, that what was the problem. So like this, that what was the total time spent by the patients in the hospital, what was the wait time and the treatment time, everything is available just few clicks. Overall, it again adds to patients' experience, pleasant experience. Most importantly, ensuring patient safety when in the electronic workflow. You can do prescriptions electronically, which unfortunately none of the centers are following, or very few centers are following in this region. And like if radiation oncologist tells that tomorrow before treatment, please show this patient to me. If it is verbally conveyed, then most likely there is a chance for things to be missed. But then here you can enforce, unless otherwise it is acknowledged, you will not be able to switch on the beam. That kind of safety you can put it into the system. RTTs also can be forced to acknowledge allergies, medications, alerts. Each are checking by the physics becomes very easy in this kind of electronic workflow. Overall, it enhances patient safety. Of course, transition cannot be overnight. You need to have enough number of licenses, enough number of computers, a strong IT team is needed. You need to have a robust system for the backup of data, and you have to identify a core team, train the trainers, and then if you are able to integrate it with your hospital information system, then there is nothing better than that, and there will be a learning curve. So, ladies and gentlemen, the need of the hour for radiation therapy clinics in this part of the world is that just like the entire world is going EHR way, we also have to follow that way. There is no point in being different from others. Modern clinics in this region, which are often equipped with very advanced technologies like very advanced machines, they have to follow multiple workflows, and also they are facing very high workload, a perfect ingredients for committing mistakes. So if you have to avoid mistakes, paper-based environment should not be followed, and electronic workflow is the best way to prevent this kind of errors, possibilities for errors. And going electronic way helps us to capture valuable data which are now going down the drain. Most importantly, patient experience, patient safety, on every front we stand to gain. Thank you very much for your attention.
Thank you, Dr. Ganesh, for very informative and